build today a house inspired by BWO. It's going to be probably, I'm thinking up here. Go to sleep. I'm thinking that I'll flatten this area out and put in this is the block part, dark oak logs, wood, and then just like a stone base. And that's the goal for today. So I'm thinking that I'm going to make the path extend over here and probably kind of curl up to the higher levels. And I'll probably have to kind of flatten out this ground a bit so that it's a more gradual slope and not so vanilla generation. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, let's lay the groundworks down. So I think it's just coming up here like this, and then maybe I'll just flatten this bit about. Alright, so this is kind of the skeleton I was kind of looking at. I'm thinking that I definitely have to move the mountain back a little bit. It could be cool if it kind of sat like against the mountain a bit like this, but maybe we'll see how that looks and go from there. So I might get the structure up real quick. Alright, so this is kind of the frame I'm looking at. That's what I want to go for. Right now, obviously, it's very stone bricky, but we'll get it looking a little bit nicer. Have a window there. I've changed my mind. I've decided that I kind of want to have like a veranda out the front, so I think it's a bit close to the path, so I'm going to even have to move it a bit further back and give myself even a bit more room. Alright, so I'm thinking that this is probably a good distance back to have it, which makes me think that I am going to have to obliterate this mountain here. Alright, so this is where the back wall is here. So I am taking up a large chunk of this mountain, so I'm not sure if I want it to really encompass it that much, so I'm going to have to get rid of this mountain a bit. Yeah, for now, let's get started on the roof. So for the roof of this building, I'm thinking that I'm just gonna go very simple, just like a generic staircase roof like this one, but normally I go for the roof like that, like the barn house sort of roof where it just slowly goes up like that. Really quite fond of those, but I'm feeling of just going like the really simple route and just having like some nice simple like cottage houses that are really easy to reproduce and vary like very minimally. Like this one, I'm thinking that I want to have a fireplace on it, and then like maybe I can build another one very similar style, and it can have, it's like kind of modular, so it has the next one might have, I don't know, it's an L shape. I mean, this one kind of is an L shape. Yeah, the way the roof sits here on this, I don't like that, so it's definitely going to have to, the grass is going to have to move down a couple of blocks and back a few blocks, I think, as well. So this house is inspired by BWO's Building with B-Dubs series. He does this sort of like modular roof design, and I was really quite fond of it, so I've like, it's my own take on it. Obviously I'm not following any tutorial or copy pasting it. I will put a link to B-Dub in the description and the video that I found it in. This sort of a house is just such a like repeatable and quick and easy design to put up. It's like this is taking me maybe 20 minutes to put this frame up. Obviously there's no detail in it, but it makes a difference when you're not spending hours and hours on every building. Like each of these ones probably took me a fair while themselves. Like I do quite like the coziness. It's a nice little small house. Hopefully get some of the villagers out because they are absolutely stacked in these bedrooms down here. It's like 4 beds a story. So I'm thinking of chucking a hangover roof sort of thing here. I'm going to support it up with some fence posts. I reckon just like that will work. And then have it sort of come down like that. Yeah, I do like this. And then put sorry, the reason why I've left the gaps there is I'm thinking of putting these gates in there. There's 3 of them. That should be perfect. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that looks good. Just a simple thing like that goes a long way. Alright, well I am pretty happy with this. I think that this is where I'm going to leave it for now, and I'll come back at it tomorrow. Obviously for you that'll be a few seconds. Alright, so it's not the next day, it's the day after that. I'm going to start with just adding some texture variation into the stone bricks. Yeah, let's get into it. How I usually like to do this is put the block that I'm integrating in my offhand, and then I just go around with it slowly, and I'll make a lot of adjustments as I go through. Specifically with andesite, I'm not a big fan of having too much of it around, so I kind of just sprinkle bits of it around. Just have like 1, maybe 2 blocks to a spot, and I do just kind of go around randomly and chuck them in. It can be difficult sometimes knowing how much variation to add and knowing whether to go random or have like different chunks and stuff like that. And to be honest, I do not have an answer. I'm still learning myself, but I think it's just about going until you think it looks good, and then eventually you'll get to a sweet spot where you don't have to do too many adjustments. You're just happy with what you get. Alright, now it is time to add the chimney. Thinking on the back side so that I have some space on the walls. I'm thinking right here, so punch a hole in, and then take the roof out, and I'll start again with just stone bricks, and I might just go 1 or 2 blocks higher. I'll just go here and then chuck the walls in, and a little bit of andesite for some variation, and now final detailing. There we go, I'm pretty happy with that. Doesn't look bad. See it from a bit of a distance. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think that actually looks quite nice. And I've just installed a camera perspective mod. There we go. I've got my really tall third person. Yeah, I quite like that. I think it adds a lot. Now it's like this dark little townhouse. Very, very small and homey. I'll add some floor in there and see what we got next. Very happy with that. And now I think I want to have those like the board roofs with the logs. Not spruce, I'll go with some dark oak logs and slabs. Go across like that. Actually, 1 lower. Yeah, just like that. And then Yes, I very much like that. Make this stone bricks along there too. And that. Let's see how it looks. Very simple right now. This will be a fireplace. Actually, we could do is have those just be stairs to make it look like the steam and the smoke is actually going somewhere. And I'll probably put some iron bars here and a couple campfires. So actually I'll put the lighting actually on the roof. That's just temporary. Doesn't look too bad, but I'll keep it temporary. And I'll get those fireplaces. So there it is. I'm thinking I might adjust this, the top here to this chimney. I might look on the outside and see if I can do something about it, because I don't like how the smoke was getting clustered there. Yeah, I think I might just have to live with it. Not a fan of that. I think I'll get a armorer of some sort to come and move in here, make it his new home. And I'll just go and grab one from the village over here. There we go, we got our armor in here. This is his blast furnace, and I'll get him a bed and maybe like a workbench. Alright, so we have our friend over here. Oh. More than just the one friend. And this is his house at the moment. Actually, I wanted to put a lamp just somewhere like that. But it would seem that he has some friends in the roof. So might need to put a few lights up there. So I did make a couple adjustments. I added over here a little bit of like newer brick, as if it's been a little bit of wear and tear, and the darker brick again for the fireplace, because obviously it's hot and I don't know, it needs a lot more repair and stuff. Alright, so for the tour inside, I'll start with upstairs. Pretty much I just added a couple lights so that we don't have any more friends joining us. I'll probably use it for storage to trade with our villager. And downstairs I've made kind of a workbench area. There's obviously a fire, a bed, little plant. I figured these chains could kind of be for when he's cooling down his armor after forging it. I don't know. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with the build. I think it looks great from a distance. I'll probably pop a few more up in between episodes, just so that it's not repetitive, and that way I can do some more exciting stuff in the next episodes. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.